sick and volatile markets today. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to BUBBA'S update for Friday, January the 22nd, and what a crazy day. And it's like, now what? In the meantime, today's update is brought to you by our partners and friends at Family Farms. What a day to talk about family farms with the grains getting clobbered and them appearing falling apart, which we would beg to differ, which we'll talk about shortly. But in the meantime, here we are, and markets are been up and been down and all around. It's been quite the wild swinging day today, and we'll see where it ends up. It is showing some action after making all-time new highs yesterday. It looks like it could be maybe topping out here. Now, again, we're not going to predict. We are long. We are still long the markets. We're long all four indices. Okay. And that's not going to change. But there are some indications that there may be some struggles in front of us. But, until our trend changes, we're not doing anything. In the meantime, the metals have been like everything else, wild and all over the place. In the meantime, platinum made a 5-year high yesterday, which we are long platinum. And gold and silver were higher, but, they're much lower today. And I think they both failed at resistance. And right now, platinum is down to another support level. So we're still short gold, silver, long platinum. Net gas is lower. We're still long. Copper is lower, but it was much lower earlier and has rallied back about 75%. The dollar is slightly higher, but it's been on both sides of unchanged. We're still long the dollar. And crude is lower, but again, the crude was on about $1.50. It's not on 60 cents, which we are still long. And bonds and notes are slightly higher, and we are still short both of those. So it's an overall picture of a mess. Okay, when I texted out this morning, I said to everybody that it looks really ugly. And something, could get nastier, and suddenly we've turned around. And that's, again, why we observe and watch markets first before we make any major reactions. And that's one of the reasons that we don't trade during the day from our algorithms, because there's too much emotional BS that happens intraday versus letting the markets close, settle, and that's based on price. So in the meantime, the grains are under heavy pressure again. So out of the last 3 or 4 days, we've seen big up, big down, big up. Now let's see how the close goes. Certainly, we are still long the grains across the board. I would say that if soybeans stay down here, down about 20, they could be in danger of turning to a reversal for now. But again, I think we'll be fine. And I think these are really more just buying opportunities. And suddenly, in the meats today, cattle, fats, and feeders and hogs are up, well over. Feeders are up almost 4. Fats are up over 2, and hogs are up about $1.50. So very strong markets here. And honestly, I did not have a chance to look at the soft, so I didn't know what to tell you. I would just tell you we're still long cotton, short OJ, long coffee, long sugar, short cocoa. I don't know. I have not looked at the markets 1 minute today, so I cannot answer and tell you which is correct if anything's happening today. In the meantime, that's really what we have, and it's a crazy market. And I think that you just have to be very careful and very cautious when you're trading. In the meantime, don't forget about our brokerage partners. Now, again, as I tell you every day, I have other brokers that I do business with. I've got a number in both equities and futures and some combos. However, the two that I prefer the most, and for equities and options, is Tradier. First of all, $10 a month, you can't beat that. Second, great customer service. Third, we've got their APIs, and you have the ability. This is totally a choice that you get to make, but you can go through total automation on our programs using Tradier. And number 4, they're doing a free options class. Session 3 is tomorrow. You can certainly sign up for it at BubbaTrading.com. It's free, and it is me teaching. It is not. There's no selling. It's all teaching. Okay. And of course, for futures and commodities, there is nobody like the CTG Group. A, they have great customer service. B, they take care of the customer with helping them open accounts, answering questions, and then they also have some great managed futures products that you may want to check out, certainly for either Tradier or CTG. If you need their information, just email me at bub@bubbatrading.com. I'll send you a link to both. Otherwise, you can reach out to them directly. And then, again, it's just we're trying to give you what we believe to be the best and what I use. CTG does my own trading, and I trade mostly at Trader. And, of course, our commodity report, Andy Heck, Technomental, phenomenal report. Nailed these markets time after time, tying them with our algorithms. For $129 a month, you won't get a better report that has so much information and is always current. Updates twice a week, full quarterly reports. And, of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That is patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And, of course, we got football this weekend. And I will give you my picks on Sunday morning on Bubba's Bottom Line. In the meantime, have a great weekend, everybody. As always, be careful, be safe. We'll see you back here Sunday with Bubba's Bottom Line.